Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother. Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Lost World. In the last episode, we took on this world, the Silent Forest, and in this episode, we're going to be stepping up this stair step, somehow, I guess just jumping onto the clouds and taking on Sky Road. So let's go ahead and get started with Zone 1. Alright, Sky Road Zone 1, let's get right into this. I suppose there's no cutscene to start off this world, but let's go ahead and go around the back way, just because the back way sounds like more fun to me right now. And whoa, gonna go ahead and get out of the way of that guy, and it looks like we're starting off with a Wisp. And I actually heard the game that time, and it said Eagle, so here we go. We're tilting the gamepad in the direction that we want to go. So, hey, I can actually look at the screen for once and not have to look down at the gamepad and risk losing my audio quality. But there we go. Let's go ahead and land over here and jump on this spring and continue on up here, parkour up to this one, and bounce all the way up here. Wow, that was cool. Anyway, this section and this... Whoa, there's a red ring floating in the sky there. I suppose we're going to have to hit one of these springs to go get it. But this section, this whole level so far in general, actually, is reminding me of the very first zone we played, Windy Hill Zone 1, which is not a bad thing, because Windy Hill Zone 1 was a very, very fun stage, and perhaps that fun will be recreated here, who knows. Although I've been having a lot of fun with this game, actually. Aside from Frozen Factory, I feel like was the weakest world so far, but maybe that's just because I'm partial against ice physics, even though I do tend to like snow-themed worlds. But let's go ahead and grab this 2 and this 1. I've been having a lot of fun with this game so far, and I feel like the controls are pretty well done. I feel like the level design is pretty decent, and I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun, and I don't see the complaints about Sonic not being fast enough being valid or anything, because, you know what, I have been blazing, well, okay, it would be an outright lie to say that I personally have been blazing through these levels. I'm sure you all know that, but I feel like it's a reasonably fast game. It might not be the breakneck pace that Sonic Generations has had, but I've been enjoying it so far. So let's go ahead and homing attack this, or maybe the kick will be more effective, who knows. Yeah, go ahead and kick his head off right there. Oh gosh, it's Sonic's version of the guillotine. But yeah, actually, man, more and more comparisons to Super Mario Galaxy arise every single time I play this game, because this reminds me of, Gusty Garden, was it? With all the moles? I don't quite remember, but it reminds me of the one in Super Mario Galaxy 2 with all the moles. Sue me for not having creativity enough to associate it with its own thing rather than something that already exists. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit these springs and move on with the level. And we've got another one of these Mach Speed 2 running segments. Yeah, these are quite akin to the Mach Speed segments from Sonic 06, and I guess I can just jump here instead of hitting those springs. Except these are done a lot better because you don't constantly feel like you don't have any control and are going to die no matter what you do. So, yeah, heck of a lot more fun here than in 2006. So at the very least, you can say that this game is better than Sonic 06, although that's not really saying much because most things in the universe, including dog poop and pocket wind, are better than Sonic 06. But anyway, we are now on this segment. Let's go ahead and activate this Eagle Wisp once again and take off. Oh, I thought that was a red ring, but no, it's just another Eagle Wisp for us to get. Now, can we boost? Yes, we can. Go ahead and hit the A button to boost, and oh, we need this. Oh, did I get it? Nope. Oh, whoa, barely lived there. I thought that I was gonna die, but evidently not. Let's go ahead and spin dash while we're on the wall to get enough momentum to actually jump from wall to wall. And there we go. It looks like we made it past to the part that you're supposed to use the Eagle Wisp for anyway. So I suppose it isn't that big of a deal that we lost him there. Let's go ahead and go up this. And this is a bit of an automated segment. This is kind of cool. It's 2D in what you would have expected to be the 3D world. And you're getting attacked by sheep everywhere. These things don't actually do damage, though, and after you destroy them, they sort of lie on the ground unconscious. That's kind of funny. Anyway, up here, you can get a bunch of rings if you so desire, but I'm just going to get those two because... Or maybe I'll get one more. I was going to say I feel like I don't need that many rings, and then I immediately lost all the ones that I had. So great going there, Brian. Either way, it looks like I almost just jumped off the side there. Jeez. Oh my gosh, what is going on? This is absolutely pathetic. Go ahead and bounce up here and go through this automated segment once again. But yeah, it looks like we've explored pretty much all of importance there is to explore here, so we can just go ahead and hit those springs as soon as we get up here now. Yeah, there we go. I like these segments here where you jump over these gaps on these big rotating wooden platforms. I have no idea why. I know it's a super simplistic thing, but hey, I find it fun. And does it really need an explanation if I just find it fun? I don't think so. Either way. Oh, looks like over here we have a golden cannon. So let's go ahead and make our way to this secret area. If those actually always lead to secret areas, I really have no idea. But, yeah, we got another Mach Speed segment, and we can go ahead and dodge all these spike balls. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. But luckily, on these segments, while you're running, if you run past a bunch of rings, they will start to follow you, much like the effect that the electric shield in the Sonic Adventure games had, or I guess any Sonic game ever, not just the adventure games. I suppose I'm just partial to the adventure games because they constituted most of my childhood, aside from Sonic Heroes, you know. But anyway, we've got this turtle guy here who looks really pessimistic about his job. He needs to go hang out with Zor. I feel like they'd make great friends. Either way, he is firing these missiles at us, and it looks like they're buttons, so we're going to go ahead and hit them and bounce them onto his back. A little bit like the Zor boss fight where we had to hit those balls into him. But is 3 going to do it? 3 is going to do it. We've destroyed the apathetic turtle. I'm so sorry, my friend, but you were in our way. It had to be done. Go ahead and bounce on this spring. And the next section of the level is, geez, another one of these. There are a lot of these in this level, and I actually like just jumping over these gaps rather than hitting the springs. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I don't know where that stems from. But again, if something's fun, why try to find a reason to justify it? I have no idea. So let's go ahead and go on here, and whoa, dodge these dudes. I assume if you don't jump at the end of these, that you will just fall in the pit and die, so be careful there. But we made it past that part with little difficulty, and it looks like this is the end of the level. Yeah, there we go. We have beaten Sky Road, Zone 1. Awesome.
If we don't find your friend, can I be your sidekick?
What? Shut up! What kind of question is that?
I didn't mean anything by it. I just thought it might be better to work for you than Eggman.
Hello, I'm sitting right here, you know.
Orbot, no matter what happens, I won't fail again. I will save Tails.
It's stuff like that that makes me want to be your sidekick. Tails is lucky.
Seriously, I'm right here. I can still hear you.
Way to insult the good Doctor's ego, Orbot, but wouldn't that be hilarious? Sonic, Tails, and Orbot, the dynamic trio. Okay, that doesn't work so much, but we had pink worms in this one, and this one we have a black worm, or a giant rotating wheel. I'm not sure which. Either way, Sky Road Zone 2. Let's go.
Hello, Sonic.
Yeah, I've been looking for you.
And we've been looking for you. Unfortunately, we found your friend Tails first.
Hey, you heard one hair on his head!
Oh, don't worry. We're actually making him better. He'll be much happier as a robot.
No!
Oh, no, you didn't. Looks like we're going to be fighting the final of the Deadly Six in this episode, which leaves room for speculation about what the final boss is going to be. But yeah, looks like we're going to be going up against the final of the Deadly Six in this episode, and he is quite malevolent, if I do say so myself. Turning Tails into a robot, that is just low. He is our best friend, and we have to do anything that we can to save him. So let's go ahead and not die to that guy right there, because dying before we're able to save our best friend probably means that we're not going to save our best friend. So we have an obligation to not die too many times on these levels, so I will do my best to avoid game overs, not that I haven't already. And these guys are destroying the platforms here. Do I have to get on your head? It does look like it. Yeah, it doesn't hurt you to touch these guys. You just have to be very careful. Oh my god, this is really intense. There's so much going on. This platform's breaking. There's fireballs flying everywhere. I'm going to grab this one up because I feel like I'm going to need it. You just do not get a break in this level. This is kind of crazy. Whoa, okay, let's jump on your head, Yoshi Story style, and climb over this way past your tail, and there we go. Jeez, I'm loving this so far, though. This is, like, challenging, but really well done. This level is awesome. Perhaps my favorite in the game thus far, even though it's been mostly 2D. So, yeah, even though I'm not especially good at 2D levels a lot of the time, this is really, really cool. And these things are shooting lasers now, too. What are these? Why do they have such immense, powerful abilities, and why am I out of rings? Okay, there we go. We have one. Yeah, that feeling of tension when you have no rings, man. I swear it is one of the craziest feelings a human being can experience. There's fight or flight, and then there's no rings in Sonic, and it is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and go this way. This guy is crazy scary. Like, he's not even humorous dark villain like Eggman has been in past games, but he is just straight up evil. My gosh. Either way, I have no fears about beating him. I'm absolutely sure that we'll be able to do it, especially since we have all 5 red rings in hand on my first ever playthrough of this level. Man, I am proud of myself for that one. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but first time playing through this level.
I will show you my full strength.
Either way, here we go with the boss of Sky Road Act 2, and it reminds me of Puppet Ganon in Wind Waker, because it looks like we have to hit his tail here, and not, him directly, so let's go ahead and do that. Or maybe we do have to hit him directly, and we just have to get up here? Okay, we have to get on top of him. Now this is, honestly, once again, a little bit reminiscent of Mario Galaxy, where you had to get on top of that giant robot that Bowser Jr. piloted, but, I'm doing something wrong here. Either way, it looks like we can attack these... okay. Okay. Round 2, that was just a warm-up, just figuring out how to get him to drop his little thing there. Oh, it looks like we have to homing attack along these, not just run. Okay, that makes sense, and that's a heck of a lot easier than trying to run along all these, but, can we bounce up here? No, we can't. Dang it. Yeah, it's a little bit too high for your double jump to reach, so you have to be careful and reach it this way. Either way, we just lost all our rings, so we're going to have to be a little bit more careful this time. Doesn't look like he's moving too much faster or anything yet. Did that kill us? No, it didn't. I got knocked really far away there, and it kind of scared me for a second, but let's go ahead and go try to find a ring before we continue on. There we go. Okay, and having a few rings is a little bit better than having one ring, because even though they let you live for the same amount of time, when you have a few rings, you can pick some up afterward. Hit him once, and he slows down. Hit him again, and he drops his little bridge thing, and we can start our homing attack chain. Now, this time, let's be wary not to hit the one while it's blue, because it's going to fire a laser, and that will mess up our pattern if we do it at the wrong time. So there we go. Hit him with a homing attack, and it knocked him off his dragon. Can we hit him again? No, we can't. Looks like we're going to have to repeat the pattern over again. So let's just follow the tail to its end. See if we can hit it once more. Yes, slow him down before he even gets started. And there we go. It seems like you can get this guy into, like, sort of an infinite pattern. So perhaps he's not that difficult once you get the hang of things. Ugh. And right as I say that, I fall off. That was pathetic. Spin dash for at least 2 seconds. Practice makes perfect. Okay, I guess we completed one of those missions that I accidentally unlocked before by talking to Omochao. Oh, go past him. Go. Dang it. I was too late. And it looks like you can't get on top of him when his bridge isn't down, because he is electrified. And if you touch it, you'll get hurt. And I'm out of rings right now, so honestly, I'm a little bit afraid. And you can't stand on those circular segments either. Okay, I'm learning. We have to stand on those square segments and wait for him to stop shooting those lasers. Man, ultimate brain fart right there. And it looks like we died. Anyway, I'm gonna go hit him one more time, and I will be right back when we're at that segment of the boss again. Alright, there we go. At this point, we've got one hit in on the boss, and we should be able to get another one shortly as soon as I slow this guy down and cause his bridge to fall out. Now, that bridge on its way down can actually hurt you as well if you're standing directly under it, so make sure you're not doing that. But anyway, this is a fairly easy pattern. You just have to have a little bit of focus, and I think I was being distracted by the fact that I was commentating earlier. You just have to... Whoop. There we go. Make sure that you don't accidentally stand on one of... or try to stand on one of those balls, because you can't. And that only took 2 hits to defeat him, so there we go. Sky Road Zone 2 and its boss are clear.
They're gonna turn Tails into a robot! That's horrible!
Oh, I don't know. Being a robot's not so bad.
From where I'm sitting, it is a nightmare. Who thought that putting this bucket brain's head on me was a good idea?
Oh god, at least you'll never be alone, Orbop. But yeah, there goes Sky Road Zone 2, and we fought the very intimidating boss. But, it wasn't all that difficult after I got the hang of the pattern. So, yay, we completed a mission. I still don't know what the purpose of those is. But anyway, we have unlocked Sky Road Zone 3, and it looks like a fun one. I don't know if there's going to be a lot more cloud bouncing segments here, but here we go. Let's get started. And no cutscene with this one, so let's go ahead and go on with Sky Road Zone 3. And immediately we're shot out of a cannon. And whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's like that bonus stage that we played earlier. So I guess it's the Windy Hill bonus stage. So I guess it's good that we got a little bit of practice in at that point, because this would have been totally new to me otherwise. Not that it's that difficult to get a hang of, but hey, it's always good to have practice when it comes to something, even though I feel like the challenge here isn't going to be the game mechanics, but rather the level design, because this one seems a little bit more intense than the one we played earlier. And I just flew right into that, didn't I? Do I get this checkpoint? Yes, you don't have to fly down into it. Thank the Lord, because that would have been absolutely awful. And gotta be careful not to fall off the top there. I'm not entirely sure if that's possible even, but I imagine it would be, and I imagine going to any extreme of the screen except the left or right is probably deadly. But, yeah, because in past Sonic games, like Sonic Rush, for example, you could fall off the top of the screen. But that was with a gravity gimmick, I guess, so that might be a little bit different. Anyway, let's go ahead and let these turtle dudes and the hermits riding them go on past. Yeah, they're turtle hermits. That's a reference to Dragon Ball, or maybe just Dragon Ball Online, I don't know. Did anybody in my audience ever play Dragon Ball Online? I tried it for a little bit. My friend, one of my friends got really, really into it, and one of the classes is Turtle Hermit, but, that's all irrelevant, I suppose. Let's go ahead and try to take out some egg pawns here. Boink! You can make their parachutes, go away. Man, I am thinking of the most sophisticated vocabulary today, guys. Can we grab that red ring? Yes, we can. Can we also get hit by rockets? Yes, we also can. And, dang it, I just fell off the bottom of the screen. Dang it! The one thing that I was trying so hard not to do. That's okay, we've still got 3 lives, and I'm sure those will last a good 3 hours or 3 minutes, depending. Anyway, it doesn't look like you can kill these giant pufferfish robots, so let's just go ahead and boink that guy's parachute out of the way so we have a little bit of room to move around, to wiggle, because I like to be able to wiggle. Especially when your life depends on it. But there we go, 3 red rings out of 4 possible so far. Not bad, and that first one was just missed because I was not paying enough attention. But whoa, giant one here. Can we get the 5th? Yes, there's the 5th red ring, but I am out of normal rings, and I would really like one right about now. At least we have a checkpoint, so if we die, nothing too terrible will come of it. But there we go. There's some normal rings. That's nice. And I guess having more than one on this level, because you can't pick them up after you're done, probably isn't too beneficial a thing. But whoa, okay, this guy is shooting giant missiles at us. They're not heat-seeking missiles or anything, though, so it's not that bad. Can we hurt you, or should I just be waiting for you to go away? I think I'm going to do that, because you don't seem like... Ooh. Oh, I thought I died there. Okay. Because you don't seem like something that I would be able to hurt with my puny self. Or maybe I have to hit the tip on your butt or something? I really don't know, because we're running out of time if you look up there in the corner. And it seems like he's just repeating the same pattern again, so... Well, I couldn't hurt him there. I don't know. Am I supposed to fly into his face? Or... Because I tried and there seemed to be an invisible wall. Yeah, I can't go any farther than that, so... What do I do here? I am not sure. Do I have to somehow hit the missiles back at you, or what's going on? I would like to know, giant pufferfish. Tell me the secrets of your weaknesses, and so that I may continue on with this level. Do I fly into that? Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay. Looks like we have to fly into the missiles and hit them back at him. And as long as you're in a ball, they can't hurt you. So that actually makes this really easy, and there he goes. Now the question is, can we complete this level in 30 seconds? Or are those actually seconds? I have no idea. Oh, there we go. That was the end of the level. Okay, Sky Road Zone 3 and a bright white screen for some reason. Smooth transition there, Sega. And it looks like, once again, there's no more cutscene, but we're going to need 4,000 animals for the next zone. And that is the last Sky Zone. Whoa, this bit over here looks really intimidating. But anyway, let's go ahead and take on some circuses, or circi, or circules, or circumboodles, or whatever they're called. And oh my god! That's awesome, we have Cubot's head to work with instead of Tails, because Tails is gone. I don't know why it wasn't like that in the circuses of the previous episode, but hey, whatever. That's kind of hilarious, actually. I like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and try to get ourselves some extra animals. So let's bounce these guys up there. Try to get them into the higher levels, because something tells me that getting the higher up balloons, even if it's just the blue balloons over the red balloons, does give you extra animals, because that would only make sense, right? And what is that gray balloon with the 3 on it up there? I don't know. I kind of want to hit one, but I'm not especially good at these seesaw segments. I'm alright at the trampoline ones, but these, not quite as much. And, My stylus is stuck on, like, the very corner of my gamepad right now. My hand is stretched out so much. This is really difficult. Ugh. Here we go. Can we get a little bit more before the time runs out? Oh, well, Sonic fell off the edge. But that's okay, because Cubot, who's the real hero of this game, survived. Anyway, there we go, and now we have over 4,000 animals with just one circus, so that was a pretty prolific circus, but we are moving on to half cloud, half desert level, and this looks really intimidating, actually, because the clouds are black.
It's too late for us, Sonic. Save the world and kick some butt for all of us. I'm sorry, I never got to say.
Amy! Knuckles!
One by one, your friends are falling. Soon, you will be all alone.
The circumstances look nothing but dire for you, Sonic, so let's go ahead and save our friends. This is a very apocalyptic seeming level, which I don't think this is the last world in the game. 6 worlds would be not a whole lot for a Wii U game, but perhaps it is, who knows. And it looks like we're transitioning between the screens in this level. Well, the sides of the screen.
Why don't you just accept that? Lie down and...
Lie down and what? Now we'll never know, but I thought the screen would just scroll back down and I'd be able to come back up there. For some reason, Sonic, there you go. Okay, there we go with the homing attack. But yeah, I was trying to get that red ring there, and I'm not entirely sure how to get it now, but I'm sure it's some way that's not too ridiculously... Oh, you probably just have to parkour from down there, and I've already missed it. But, oh well, I suppose we'll just leave that red ring for later. And we already heard most of this guy's lines, so, are these the same ghosts from Sonic Adventure 2? I don't know. Well, they've got the same, like, puppet mouths as at least the boss ghost, but, whoa, okay, this platform is going up, and what does this tip say? Press Y while jumping to bounce. Okay, it would have been really nice to know that in, like, the very beginning of the game, but hey, whatever, at least they're giving me the tip now. And it looks like there's something hidden over here. Is there? Yes, just these rings, though. Nothing of great importance. But yeah, this seems like a little bit of a gimmicky level, but a kind of cool one, because, you have to take advantage of the fact that you can switch from side to side of the screen, and I really like that mechanic. I like it when it's used in, like, Super Mario World levels, and so I like it here as well. Let's go ahead and jump on up here, and these moving trampolines are kind of interesting, too. It's like a moving platform that you activate, but, you can only bounce on it, you can't just stand. And here we have another music note wisp, which I assume we're going to have to use to get up to the next part. Actually, it almost looks like we can just... Yeah, we can just parkour up there. Take advantage of that instead of taking advantage of the wisp. Maybe we can use the wisp to get something secret later on. Who knows? Either way, let's just go ahead and jump up here. I don't know if it'd make it easier to, like, avoid the enemies or whatever. And whoa, it's like the end of Sonic Adventure 2 where you fall off the edge and die immediately as soon as you get thrown to a new screen. No, it's like the end of Sonic Adventure 2 where you have that big sand slide or whatever on, I think, the Knuckles bit. But anyway, that's a little bit of a spoiler for that game. And even though it's 25 million years old, I'm sure there are some people who wouldn't appreciate those. And whoa, okay, we can time ourselves here. That's why I was just tapping the A button before to see if I could jump, because I thought you had to jump over these things, but you time yourself here, and you can continue on whenever you wish to. So this is another tunnel segment. It's a little more bearable than the ice skating ones, though, because you can run directly into enemies. And, you're just moving left and right at this point. So, somehow we didn't disturb those guys or get hurt by them, so we grabbed ourselves a red ring, and now we're moving on. I'm really liking the, just like, I don't know, the mood of this level so far, the tone, I suppose. It does honestly feel extremely, like, apocalyptic and sort of endgamey, and I really like it. For some reason, I can't roll up the wall there, so let's just go ahead and continue on down. I suppose we're going to have to leave that extra life for later. And here we're going to have to time ourselves very carefully and make sure we don't knock out any blocks from under us that we don't want to, because that would be absolutely awful. Can we jump up here? Yes, we can, and that's how you get the 1, I guess, but I kind of neglected getting the 4 through the 2, so that's not especially of use to me. So let's go ahead and move on to the next screen. And this time, whoa, we're going the other way, and the world controls in a way that you don't expect it to.
Just to reach the 1-0 setting you cannot defeat. As Zoro would say,
Ooh! Ooh! Oh, I had to climb over to the side. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be so confident there, friend, because I am absolutely certain that we can defeat you. So long as I can make it past this part. Because the bosses in this game don't seem, like, super difficult. I haven't lost too many lives on them. It's usually the levels and, like, figuring out a mechanic that I lose the lives on. So, oh, move, Sonic! Oh, I thought I was going to get knocked off the thing and die. That would have been terrible, but we can just go ahead and move to the side here and grab ourselves a red ring totally by accident. But hey, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't complain if I were to get like free money or silver dollars, I suppose would be a more accurate thing in real life. And let's go ahead and go over here and grab ourselves a 1-up. So even if we die by falling into a hole, which I'm sure we're going to do within the next 30 seconds, we just made up for it by getting that 1-up there. Let's go ahead and avoid these things. I don't know why I almost got hit by those, but oh, game, you made me nervous there for a second. I thought it was just going to throw us into those big 3 things with no way to avoid them. But nope, it's, whoa, I didn't even notice those guys up there. It gave us the opportunity to just, whoa. Okay, Sonic, go. Climbing these in the most inefficient manner possible, but we have gotten ourselves another life. And I keep forgetting the screen doesn't go back down when you do that. So, whatever, I suppose let's just ignore that life for this run through and not get hit by the flames this time and destroy those bears, and now we can move on. Gotta be careful of these ghosts as well. They're not really enemies because they don't really track you or anything. I guess you consider them enemies because they do, like, they are sort of sentient and want to kill Sonic, I'm sure, but they don't really act as enemies in any sort of meaningful way because they just sort of are minding their own business. Maybe they're just families of ghosts or something and they just hang out here all the time. Either way, let's go ahead and bounce on this and move on up here. Over there to the left, there's a 1-up, which I have a feeling it'd be a good idea to get, but at the same time, I don't trust myself not to die getting it because the last time we got a 1-up, that is exactly what happened. So let's go ahead and run up these. I suppose you could just parkour on up them like this and climb up like stairs, and that's actually easier than what I've been doing so far, so go Sonic, go Sonic, there we go. Alright, and moving along here we have another trampolining segment, which I guess if you bounce on the trampolines you might bounce a little bit higher, which is why it told me that at the beginning of the level, but I've yet to try that. Anyway, we have another music note wisp, which doesn't seem particularly useful quite yet, so we can just go ahead and continue on with the level until it becomes necessary.
tenacious, John. I respect you. I didn't hate you so much.
Alright, well that's good for you, because I don't even care. And I was about to go down and get that red ring again, but I stopped myself at the last second, because I remember that if you go down on these segments, you're gonna die. So let's go ahead and let these fire bars go, and roll on off the side of the screen.
Playtime is over, Hedgehog.
Really? I was just starting to have fun. Alright, looks like I'm not going to be able to attack you immediately, so let's go ahead and move over here. Can I attack you here? Can I? No, looks like I can just bounce into you, but I can do that, and it hurts me. So, am I going to have to hit you from the back, or am I going to have to hit you when you're running, or what's going on here, friend? I don't know yet. So, let's go ahead and see what you do. Whoa! Charged at me unexpectedly. Oh, you kick him, and then you can homing attack him. Alright, I gotcha. So let's go ahead and let you charge up your oh-so-powerful punch, and then homing attack you. There we go! You just have to break his guard with a kick, and then homing attack him, which seems pretty easy, actually. And he immediately starts guarding afterwards, so... Or at least that one time he did, so... It doesn't seem that hard to take care of, honestly. Jump in the air, kick him, and homing attack him once again, and that does it. Or maybe it doesn't. Running off the side of the screen. What are you up to? Oh, he's breaking off segments. We have to follow him. Can we homing attack you? No, it doesn't look like it. In fact, that kind of juked me out. Thought I was going to be able to, but apparently not. What's going on? Oh, I'm supposed to stand in between those. Alright, let's go ahead and homing attack you one more time. And this time I'm ready for whatever you have to throw at me, especially if it's that exact same attack again, because... honestly, I don't think you're that predictable, but move on to the next segment of the level, and this is an especially long one because this is the last of the Deadly Six that we're facing here, so we're at least closing in on the end of the game, even if this isn't the last world. but I'm sure we'll be able to take him out with no problem. We're on the last little segment of this place, so he is gonna do a 1-2 combo on us, or at least try to, but fail because, of course, we have the ability to dodge, or at least to tank a bunch of hits because we have rings. Go ahead and let him charge up, let him do his silly little punch. I almost thought he was gonna, like, fly off the edge there, and that's how the boss fight ends, but go ahead and punch him. Go ahead and punch him again. Not that we're really punching him or anything, but whatever. Alright, go ahead and stand between these, and yeah, that's how you dodge it. You just have to stand between the areas where those things are going. And do we get to knock him off the edge? Yeah, there we go. Ah, so close. Do it. Do it. Go. Get out of here. He's like tumbling on the edge, and I just can't wait for him to fall off. Oh no, he blocked us again. Do we have to hit him twice when he's in that position? I don't know. Let's see if we can hit him off the back. Oh, whoops. Gotta remember to kick him first and then homing attack him. And it looks like we are gonna have to hit him off one side or another. So let's go ahead and taunt him. Toro, Toro, and whoa. Alright. Now we homing attack him, move him that way, go ahead and guard again. Or don't, you can jump over there and initiate the lasers one more time. No big deal to me, because I know that as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to be able to kick you in the face and homing attack you once again. Go ahead and guard. Do it again. And, we didn't get him that time, but we can kick him again. Homing attack him again. Am I just not being fast enough there? Or am I not allowed to homing attack him twice in one go? I don't know. I'll be right back at that segment of the boss level, because I'm kind of confused.
Our next meeting looks to be interesting.
Alright, there you go. You just have to charge up a homing attack instead. Alright, and we have defeated Sky Road Zone 4. Awesome. Alright, and even though we've beaten Sky Road, we are not quite done with the game yet. This looks really endgamey though, this lava world of Lava Mountain. So yeah, I'd like to thank you all very, very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Sonic Lost World, and in the next episode, we're going to be taking on Lava Mountain, and perhaps we'll be finishing up the game, because this honestly looks like the final world, I don't know. Anyway, thank you all once again very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.